Jonathan T. Pirate saw me for the woman I am, beyond the Kardashian name. We made this sexy little video together, but it was super short. Like, I didn't even start recording, and it was done.
In a world where pirates are known for their ruthlessness and treasure hunting, one man charted a different course. Jonathon T. Pirate, a name that once struck fear across the seven seas, now strikes inspiration in the hearts of children everywhere.
Jonathon T. Pirate? Sure, I've known him for years. Stand-up guy. He had a ship, or was it a classroom, right? Anyway, he taught something important.
Morgan Freeman had offered his services to narrate this documentary. But fortunately, I, Michael Caine, was the one blessed with the opportunity to fulfill that legacy.
I long to lend my voice to narrate Jonathon T. Pirate's documentary. Yet it was Jonathon's wish for Michael Caine's distinguished timbre to narrate his journey. While I respect his choice, I can't help but feel a twinge of sadness to not be the one to recount the adventures of such a remarkable man.
Our story begins on the tumultuous waves of the Atlantic, where young Jonathon, with a heart as vast as the ocean, embarked on a journey not for gold, but for knowledge.
They say a pirate's life is all about the loot, the rum, the endless seas, and the paid-by-the-hour companions when making landfall. But here I am, Jonathon T. Pirate, setting sail on a slightly different adventure.
As the sun sets on the horizon, we find Jonathon navigating through storms of doubt and waves of adversity, only to discover his true treasure, teaching. Jonathon transformed his ship from a vessel of plunder to a classroom of wonder. With his compass pointing towards enlightenment, Jonathon set sail on his most ambitious voyage yet, to become the most influential children's teacher of our time. Celebrities from every corner of the globe recall their encounters with this extraordinary pirate. Elon Musk, on the brink of naming his invention Electrocar, was steered towards Tesla after a fateful coffee with Jonathon.
Had coffee with Jonathon T. Pirate before Tesla was a thing. I was actually leaning towards naming it Electrocar. Jonathon, in his insightful way, suggested otherwise. It was one of those moments that stick with you. He's been a good friend, always offering a unique perspective.
Snoop Dogg too crossed paths with Jonathon, who, with a word, turned Snoop Pirate into Snoop Dogg, a name now etched in music legend.
So back in the day, I was all set to be Snoop Pirate, you dig? But then I met Jonathon T. Pirate, and dude was like, nah, man, you gotta roll with D-O-double-G. Changed the game for me. Big ups to Jonathon for that solid gold advice.
In the bustling city of Chicago, Barack Obama found a confidant in Jonathon T. Pirate. Their conversation, a dance of intellect and intuition, would nudge Obama toward the presidency.
In Chicago, as I pondered running for president, I sought advice from Jonathon T. Pirate. His wisdom and guidance stood out. He inspired my decision to go for it.
Joe Rogan, the voice that echoes in the minds of millions, reminisces about the days of raw strength and raw laughter shared with Jonathon, a comrade in the conquest of life's absurdities.
Man, the first time I met Jonathon T. Pirate, it was back in the 90s. Back then, he was a completely different beast, straight up badass pirate. You wouldn't believe the transformation. It's like he sailed from the high seas to the high road of making a real difference.
In the realm of melody and verse, where tales of love and heartbreak intertwine, Taylor Swift discovered an unexpected muse. Swift's encounter with Jonathon, a man whose life reads like a novel, provided the perfect backdrop for a tale of timeless love.
Jonathon T. Pirate was my muse before Travis Kelce. Jonathon is a true Swiftie at heart and helped me create Love Story.
Arnold Schwarzenegger remembers lifting barrels of rum as if they were dumbbells, shaping not just muscle but character.
Back in the day, Jonathon T. Pirate and we'd pump iron on the deck of his ship. Nothing like the sound of the ocean lifting weights and feeling the burn.
Even the king of pop, Michael Jackson, once hosted Jonathon at Neverland, where he moonwalked his way into the hearts of many, proving that pirates too can be smooth criminals of kindness.
I met Jonathon T. Pirate at Neverland. He came for a sleepover, but oddly enough, he never returned. I was supposed to teach him to moonwalk.
And Donald Trump, with his tower of ambition, recalls Jonathan's presence, a man who, like the Midas touch, turns bold ideas into actions.
Jonathan T. Pirate, known him for decades, tremendous individual. When I met him in the 90s, he was an unbelievable force. Now he's doing something incredible, special, really.
And thus a legend was reborn, not as a fearsome pirate, but as a beacon of education, guiding young minds to discover not just the world around them, but the treasures within themselves. So, let us embark on this journey together, narrated by none other than myself, Michael Caine, as we uncover the true story of Jonathan T. Pirate, the pirate who traded his map for a chalkboard, his ship for a classroom, and his legacy for a chance to change the world, one child at a time.
Coming this September, uncover the epic tale of Jonathan T. Pirate, the greatest pirate of our generation.